Good morning. This is Ankamet Cap with Trade Out Loud. This is your pre-market game plan for today, Wednesday. It is March 4th, 2020, 8:36 a.m. Eastern. Before we look at charts, let's take a look at our economic calendar. We had the ADP non-farm employment change that came in at 8:15 a.m. Eastern time, and we see a little bit of divergency here within the last few minutes. Also at 9:45, we have final services PMI, and we have at 10 o'clock, right in time for the major reversal time, ISM non-manufacturing PMI. Also at 10:30, we have crude oil inventories, and at 2 p.m. Eastern, we have the beige book. Let's take a look at some charts. The overall overnight session has recorded positive numbers. We are starting off with the Dow almost 600 points to the upside. 587 right now, the S&P 56 points to the upside, NASDAQ 155 points, and Russell 25 points to the upside. All the major indices are in positive territories, and they are trading above 1.5, 1.7%. Relative strength coming from the Dow, that is exceeding 2%. It's actually trading at 2.27%. After bottoming yesterday, and we had a critical level marked on our charts in yesterday's trading session that differentiated the bullish zone from the bearish zone, that area was tested on a really high tick note, and then we had a reversal right into 3 o'clock, pushed a little bit higher the price, and then it started to meander, testing back into the minor support zone. So the overnight trading session has started to push a little bit higher. It traded above the first area of resistance that was established in yesterday's trading session and trading above. Notice that here the price is balancing in the caution area. This is also an area that is coming from a prior price support, now forming resistance at this point. Plus we had the numbers that came out. Keep in mind that the numbers that are coming in at 10 o'clock, the ISM non-manufacturing PMI, they are going to influence price. So if we should get a trigger in our trades, please use caution to trail tighter as we're going into 10 o'clock. We still have an area to digest that is all the way into the 26,700. The ranges still remain very, very wide. Volatility is still present in price, but if we manage throughout the trading session today to eliminate the 26,805 area and slice through it to the upside, we have again room to 27,000, and this is going to be the first resistance area. And then at a certain, I would say if we consolidate into this area, then we can still propel higher into the 27 to 17 zone and up into the 27,500. Keep in mind that the daily charts are still not very, I'm trying to use the word here, not, I wouldn't say stable, but they're not very bullish at this point. We still have plenty of overhead resistance that is coming from this area right here into the 26,800, and at one point in time, if this area is going to get rejected, we could see the price back down. I actually love this pattern right here. I call it the Gucci pattern, and obviously, you know, we're trying to squeeze in the shorts out of this price range and trying to push it higher. So I actually like the pattern for higher for today's trading session. However, the price is going to get rejected here. We can still move to the downside, and below 26,175, we can see lower prices back into the 26,000 level and even testing the 25,697. This is going to be the line in the sand for the bears, because if we break below 25,700, we're going to start pushing lower. All right, let's take a look at the mini S&P, and I was saying up 60 points on the trading session for today. It's trading back into resistance. This is line in the sand. If the price is going to get rejected into the 60s to 50s here. Below 45 or so, it's becoming a little bit more bearish and will contribute to a lower low, which may project the price a little bit lower. We're still getting a lot of resistance from the prior high into the 3100. We'll also have a declining 200 SMA into the 3120. If the price is going to break over 3100, we still have room for projection higher into the 3130 level area that we visited in yesterday's trading session. Plus, we do have the 200 SMA here as a caution line, again, into the 3120. And if we break above that, then we could see higher prices going into the following levels. Let's take a look at NASDAQ and see. And like I said, the Dow has relative strength. NASDAQ, although strong, very, very strong, it's almost 2% up. But I like the fact that we have a little cross here. We're trying to pinch a little bit higher. We're trying to stabilize support into the 86.79 zone. As long as we hold this 87 zone, we can still see price continuing to push higher. Now, this is a delicate area because we had a lot of resistance in yesterday's trading session, so it's putting some pressure on price. But if we get positive numbers on the ISM manufacturing PMI, we could easily see the price ascend back into the 88.80 area, 8900, 8915. And back into the targets that we had established into yesterday, into the 89.80 area and the 9,000 zone and 9,000 plus. Let's take a look at Russell for the trading session today. And Russell, very strong, 1.8% to the upside, 26, almost 27 points up. Also setting support at 94 and basically the coiling around the 1500 level. This is going to be the line in the sand for it. The price is trading slightly above the moving averages, and this is a positive sign. We still have a little tradable void to 1525 level. If we break 1525, we become more bullish into the 37 and higher into the 40, 45, 46, 48, 50, and back into the 60 level. Also, Russell is sitting on critical support, and if we break below 1445, 1444, this pattern is going to become extremely bearish, and we can expect more downside all the way into the 1400 and plus. Let's take a look at oil. Oil has been trading into a same range from yesterday's trading session. We have support here, which was revisited in yesterday's trading session. For those of you that shorted oil towards the end of the trading session, you could see that it achieved target and then it reversed, and it's trying to push a little bit higher. Very sloppy pattern at this point. The clear pattern is definitely a bullish above 48.60. Want to take a quick peek at the 4-hour chart right here. We already initiated a 4-hour continuation pattern, a 4-hour reversal pattern since yesterday at after 1 o'clock. So 1 o'clock, after 1 o'clock, the price meandered, then managed to trigger higher, and we're still trading in the same range. So still price can still get rejected from the 48.50 zone to 48 zone. So it really needs to trade above 48.60 in order to regain the strength. And keep in mind, it's going to have a very small target going into 48.80 and $49 because we do have the 200 SMA here that is going to put pressure on price. And don't forget, one thing is that we're having oil inventory numbers today at 10:30, so careful there. Also, the daily pattern suggests the daily is so obvious. We're going to be bullish above 48.60 and bearish below 46.40. So you can't get it any clearer than that. It's pretty much what we had yesterday, the setup that we had yesterday in gold. All right, let's take it back to gold. Gold, massive winner for us, and we talked about it in the letter, and we called it live in the trading room as we were trading. It is a swing trade. It was notated. This is the bullish swing above. We took it long at 1612. We are still into it. And like I said, I have a trail stop of 1627. 1626 is actually my trail stop right here. Took some profits into the 50, which was a big area. Remember, we still have targets into the 60 and 66, and this is just the swing portion, not the core portion. Let's take a quick look at the bonds for the trading session today, and the bonds are coming in. Actually, yesterday we had a big push to the upside into the 174.16. And by the way, we haven't visited this area, believe it or not, since 2016. These are highs that were set in 2016. So the high for 2016 was actually 177. So we're trading into the 2016 range into the bonds. Also, the price is pulling back right now. We have some serious tails, topping tails onto the daily chart from yesterday's chart, and right now the price is trading meandering above. It is not a pattern that I am very excited about, but I will be watching the 1 hour chart as we're having support into the 171.30 zone from these prior two peaks right here that are establishing support for current price. If we should get a rotation at this point, the price is going to start trading over 172.10 to 172.18. We may see, I'm sorry, 172.16 to 172.20 level. We could see the price starting to rotate a little bit higher. This is all for today. Thanks so much, guys, and good luck trading. I'll see you tomorrow with the next video.